All right, how's it going, everybody? I am Jason of JasonsRealm here today, bringing you into live play-by-play coverage and reactions to the Pittsburgh Mother-Loving Penguins taking on the Seattle Kraken here in Seattle. No 5-minute countdowns on this game. Oh, no, sirree. We're running a little behind, but that is quite all right. We got the black and gold all out there lining the streets in Seattle, as we are ready for this one. Let me go ahead and take a look at our starting goalies real quick. Let me go ahead and reload it. We got Stu against Joey Dackert, ready to roll in this one. Go ahead and make sure I write that down. That messed up. As we are ready to roll. There we go. We got that all written down, but how are we doing, everybody? How are we feeling today? How are we feeling? Go over to live chat. We're a little bit behind because we did, got a little bit of dinner with the family before we went live. But we're getting ready here for this one. The Penguins presumably going to be running back the same lines they did on Saturday. I was at Saturday's game. It was pretty good. Kraken scoring 8 goals in the first period, and then 4 in the second, and 4 in the second and third. Nah, fam, we good. We good. But we are getting ready to rumble here. Taking a look at the crew in Seattle. Oh, here we go. We are ready to rumble. Let me go ahead and pull up the Kraken's lines as well, so that we can take a look at those. Let me go ahead and pull them up over here. There is my Kraken. Seattle Kraken. There you go. All right, again, no Carlson today. No Carlson for the Penguins. Now, Pens aren't cooked. Pens are about as cooked as a steak done rare. AKA not at all. So, should it be a fun one? Connor Clifton getting back in the lineup today for the Penguins. And it should be a fun one here. Didn't really have a lot of time to do much research into this one, so apologies if I'm a little too light starting out here because, well, quite frankly, it was very quick. I left the restaurant like not even 10 minutes ago. So, we've been a little close, a little bit buttoned up on top of each other on everything, but we enjoy doing it. We enjoy doing it. I want to grab some dinner with the family a little bit, have a little bit of conversation as we're getting ready for this game. Yeah, again, we got Stuart Skinner in net for the Pittsburgh Mother-Loving Penguins. Let's see. This will go to the Pens. Nah. Pens go bam, chicka, bow, bow. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, we are ready to rumble here. Let me go ahead and pull that up, and let's go ahead and take a look around the rest of the NHL at the rest of our scoreboard going on right now. We got the Capitals and Avalanche tied at 1 at the end of 1. Also starting, we got the Pens game, and then after that, we got the Sharks and Panthers at 6 p.m. Looking at Stu, since December 27th, he is 4-0-1 with a 141 goals against, which is first in the NHL, and 943 save percentage, which is third in the NHL on a minimum of 3 starts. 1 first period goal allowed, and 33 saves on 33 high danger chances for Stu. He is finding his groove in Pittsburgh. He's going to be between the pipes tonight. I feel confident. I feel comfortable. I feel good. I feel good. More than I should. Doing Red Wings versus Maple Leafs sim right now for Wednesday. Nice. Meanwhile, looking at the Kraken, they really are being carried by the December 20th to January 6th stretch. So they went 8-0-1, 35 goals for, 17 goals against. Since January 8th, they are 1-3-2, 15 goals for, 21 goals against. And November 23rd to December 18th, they are 1-9-1, 22 goals for, and 43 goals against. So really, it was just one hot run of 9 games that has put Seattle getting 17 points in 9 games. That's why they're in the playoff race right now. That's why they're in third in the Pacific Division. As we are already taking a look at Sid over the years, baby. Sidney Crosby. All right. Did I hear Guns N' Roses anywhere? Yes, sir. Okay. Let me go ahead and write down these lines real quick as I can. So I make sure I have everybody. I feel comfortable with the Penguins players. Let's go ahead and write down these lines. Seattle lines. 1, you got number 84, Kako. You got number 10, Beniers. And you got number 7, Eberle. Second line, you got number 20, Tolvanen. Make sure I have everybody here. Oh. 7, 10, 84. 7, 10, 84. 20, 9, 89. 9, 20, 89. Beautiful. 19, 27, 51. 19, 27, 1. 17, 26, 59. 17, 9. Beautiful. 6, 29. Do we have 6 and 29? Yes, we do. Got 24, 41. 4 and 41. 5, 62. Yes, sir. We got everybody on the call sheet. All good. All good. Let me go ahead and make sure I write these down so I have them. I feel good on the Penguins lines, so I don't need to worry about those. But Kraken, I don't cover this team all the time like I do the Penguins. So it's 89, Gaudreau. So don't mind me right now. I am just trying to write down these lines in pairs so we are ready to go here. If you guys are ready for this game, though, let me know in the chat. So what's your thoughts? Who's winning? What's our final score? I want to hear what you guys have to say. For Sports Predictor, so let's see who else has some thoughts on this one. I am excited for this one. Getting I believe it's a 4-game road trip for the Penguins out west. Let's try and get that started off right. Okay, then we got number 19, McCann. Then we got 17, Schwartz. Okay, number 59, Myers. This is probably the most crude I have done. But we make it happen. 29 done. Number 6, Larson. 35, Lindgren. Okay. On tour, 41, Evans. Okay, 24, Alexia. There we go. Now we're all good. I got my Seattle lines. Taking a look at Stu, 15, 12, and 4 with the 272 goals against and an 894 save percentage. Against the Kraken, been pretty solid. Joey Deckard in 28 starts, he has 12, 11, and 5 with a 284 goals against and 901 save percentage. Deckard, not as experienced against the Penguins, 2-1-0, 205 goals against and 934 save percentage. Okay. So here we go. This is Sidney Crosby's 1,400th career game, 1,740 points, 1,089 assists, and 651 goals. He is a force to be reckoned with here. The center ice face-off, Penn's going right to left, Kraken from left to right. Ready to roll. We got the center ice face-off, ready to rumble. So here we go. Got a little bit of ice shoveling over in the near corner. Really got to clean that up before we get this game going and then close up the door. So we got a little delay here. Here we go. So center ice draw, ready to roll. Kraken left to right, Penn's right to left. And here we go. After this, we'll be rolling into coverage of the national championship as well, so be ready for that. Here we go. Face off won by the Penguins. That's going to be Brian Rust. Sending it back into the defensive end, over to Tanger to the near side. Moving it all the way into the offensive end. Doctor going to play it out to his left. Rolling with it now, Vince Dunn to the near side. Going to be going over to Larson. Along the boards to the near side. Moving it up off a Gaudreau stick into the offensive end. Giving chase. Brett Kulak going to try and be there. Sent around by Stevenson to the far side. That's done. Kulak playing aggressive defense, keeping that puck tied up in the corner. Up to the top of the zone, or down to the low part of the zone. Behind the net, the Pens go with that puck. Over to the near side. Moving it up is Sidney Crosby. Through center. Into the offensive end he goes, looking to move it, passing across. Cannot get a passing shot off. Down low, top of the zone now, going to work with it. Going to send it in over to Kulak in front of the net. Not able to get a clean shot off. And that puck going to get cleared out. Maintained by the Kraken into the offensive end. That is Matty Beniers. We're going to just send it in and go for a change. Over to the near side now. You got Letang. You got Tanger moving it up. Or no, it's actually Chinikov, my bad. Beat up to the offensive end, but losing it to the Kraken. Over to the far side they go. Up through center, Matty Beniers, I believe it is. Puck. Taking it in on the near side, down low. Back in behind the net. That's going to be Parker Wotherspoon trying to take that puck away, and it goes to Igor Chinikov. Over to Gino. Gino across to Novak. Novak into the offensive end, but can't control it. Goes back to Dackard. And going to be played over to the far side by the Kraken. Cleared out by number 62, Brandon Montour. So Ryan Shea going to take that puck in the defensive end. Over to the near side he goes. Up on into the offensive end behind the net of Decord. Over again to the near side boards they go. Off the stick of Shane Wright. Bring it up into the offensive end after a few passes. Working down low. Shot from the wide angle. Not going to go. Still into the near corner. Down low. Behind the net. That's going to be taken by Connor Clifton. Over to the far side. Moving it up to Anthony Mantha. You got that third line out there. Trying to connect over here with Brazeau. Into the corner. Puck goes loose. Giving chase. Going to be Riker Evans. Alongside the boards. In that Pens offensive end, the Penguins trying to come away with it. Kendall in there as well. Going to go back into the neutral zone. And going to be cleared back into the offensive end. But it's going to be Penguins icing. Okay. Much love, Ians. I did see we just hit that 660-something milestone. Let's see if we can go for 665 today, man. Let's see if we can do it. Oh. Now I think I'm settling in. They got big ballers saying, screw the Pens, go Kraken. I don't know, man. Let's go Pens, baby. But hey, we accept all kind of fans here. We even accept those filthy Capitals fans. Believe it or not. So here we go. Far side face-off in the Pens defensive end. After the icing, going to be won by the Kraken. Top of the zone to the near side. Shot. Not going to go. Nice shot by Schwartz. Going to go back in behind the net. Trying to get to it is going to be Ben Myers. Puck comes loose to the far side for the Penguins. Ryan Shea up the near side to Mantha. Into the offensive end. Mantha looking for some help. Not going to find much. Just has to send it in. Give it up to the Kraken down low. Over to the near side. The Kraken into the offensive end. Off the stick here of Winterton. Along the board, tied up. Tanger in there as well. Coming away with it to the far side. Connecting over there to Blake Lizotte. Up on into the offensive end. He sends it down into the corner. Over to the far side. Going to be taken away by the Kraken. Clearing it up into the offensive end. A breakaway chance. He shoots. Denied by Stu. Over to the near side. Going to be Chinikov sending it into the offensive end. Tends to have members of three lines out there right now. Sorry. Over the near side. Trying to take it away. But going to go back into the neutral zone. Taken back by Shea in the defensive end. Working with that puck. Clearing it up into the near side. Back in behind the net of Decord. Over to the far side. Here come the Kraken up through center into the offensive end. Big press defense by the Pens. Puck goes loose. The Penguins with a chance. Here comes Crosby. He's going to be on a mano-a-mano. Looking to send it around. Having to find some help. Going to send it around himself. Going to lose control of it. But we got a penalty on the Kraken. The Penguins. Pittsburgh Mother 11 Penguins are getting ready to get the game's first power play. Going to the sin bin. Going to be number 20, I believe. Eli Tolvanen. Going to be actually number 55 in the bin. It's going to be Ryan Lindgren. Let's go ahead and put that power play up for the away team. Oh, there we go. Let's go ahead and put some BTA on these Kraken. Come on. Over to the far side, and they're going to get cleared out of the zone. Back in behind the net of Stu goes Tanger. Wing-to-wing pass, back down to the defensive end. Moving it up now to Crosby with speed. Over to the near side. That's going to be down to Russ. Russ going back in behind to Crosby. Over to Malkin. Dino towards the top of the zone. Passing Raquel. Going to be kept in by Tanger. Tanger sending it down to Crosby. Back again over to Malkin. Back again down to Crosby. Crosby along that corner looking for some room. Pass going to be deflected in. Going to be taken out by the Kraken. Going to clear it all the way out by Ben Myers. Back in behind the net of Stu. There goes Tanger. 1:15 to go on the power play. Up through the near side, through center, into the neutral zone they go. Into the offensive end for Crosby, sending it back down low, having to try to hit Malkin. A bit of a tie-up for that puck. Over to the far side, along the boards, Crosby. Trying to hit the top of the zone, and it's going to get cleared out again by the Kraken. Back over behind the net of Stu to the near side. Going to lay it up there for Brett Kulak with the puck. Ben's going for a line change. Over there to Chinikov. Chinikov to Kulak. Kulak up the near side to Chinikov again. Back and across, top of the zone. Shot denied by Decord. Up to the top of the zone, though. Down low, near side Chinikov. Top of the zone. Back down to Chinikov from Kulak. Down low again. Back over to Chinikov. Chinikov looking for some help. Not a whole lot going. A little back and forth with a couple guys. Over to Kulak. Cross ice pass. Back to Kulak. Kulak at the point. Over to Chinikov. Chinikov sends it loose in front of the net and eventually going to get frozen by Decord. A nice defensive play by the Kraken with 19 seconds to go on the power play. Drew's not giving up a shorthanded goal, bro. Drew's better than that, bro. Come on. Come on. Man, nice opportunity for the Penguins. Just not able to punch it in. Not able to punch the ticket. Oh, man. So here we go. 19 seconds to go on the power play. Brazeau going to take the draw. No, not Brazeau. Going to be Kindle, but Brazeau is out there with Chinikov. Faceoff going to be won by Kindle. Taken back by the Kraken, and they'll clear the zone again. All the way, Stu going to play it over there for Kulak, I believe. Brett Kulak back in behind the net. Over the near side. Chinikov going to dump it into the zone. 4, 3, 2. The Kraken are going to be going back to even strength with some speed into the offensive end. Passing back. Nice takeaway by Chinikov in the defensive end to the near side. Kindle passing across. Down low they go. Off of Mantha around the far side. That's the thought. Over to Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon shoots and goal! Parker! Wotherspoon! Give the Pens a 1-0 lead. That's how you do it, baby! Where's the Kraken? Pow! 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 A little bit of BTA on these Kraken, baby. Come on! Come on! Pow! That's how you do it. A beautiful way. Let me take a look again. Wotherspoon gets it, and it just goes right through the traffic. No goal. Parker cheated. He left it. The Pens win the draw over to the far side. Shea moving it up towards the offensive end of the near side. And it's going to be Penguins icing. All right. So there we go. 1-0 Penguins, baby. 4 shots on goal for Pittsburgh, 2 for Seattle. This team is so back. So back. Oh, here we go. Near side zone draw. Pens winning it, clearing it up. And not able to maintain it with Achari. And puck play with a high stick. Unfortunately enough, but still, another draw. Never going to complain about another faceoff. 14:04 to go in the first period. So here we go, baby. Come on. Ready to roll. How's it going, Bagel? Bagel. How you doing? So here we go. Back in behind the net. Over to the near side. Wotherspoon. Working with that puck. Tied up in the corner. Back over to the far side. Ryan Shea. Picking it up off of the stick of Dewar to the near side. Lizotte looking for some help. Sending it back in behind the net. Over to the far side. Sent by Decord. Top of the zone. Lizotte and Mantha on the assist of the goal by Wotherspoon. Record. And over to the top of the zone. The Kraken moving it out now on the near side. Along the boards. Going to be sent into the zone there by Adam Larson. And over to the far side. Top of the zone. Back down low. Pens get it along the boards again. Moving it to the near side. Back down low again. Wotherspoon into the area. Into the zone. Sending it towards the net. Going to be deflected out to the far side. Rust. Brian Rust across. Not going to go from Raquel. I believe that was. Top of the zone. Tanger. Back on down. Back around the near side again for Rust. Rust looking for somewhere to go. Not going to be able to maintain that puck. Tie up along the boards. And the Kraken going to clear out the zone. So Kulak with it in the defensive end. Passing across. Over to the offensive end. But along the near side corner, Montour. Crosby trying to take it back. Along the far side boards it goes. Tied up in front of the benches. And here come the Kraken. 3-on-3 into the zone. 4-on-3 into the zone, sorry. Passing across, and we got a penalty or a stoppage. Penalty coming up on the Penguins. 2 minutes for hooking. 77 or 87? 2 minutes hooking. Kulak. 2 minutes hooking for Brett Kulak. Son of a gun. But again, taking a look at Parker Wotherspoon getting the job done. Getting the job done to take a 1-0 lead. And hey, Penn's penalty kill is pretty solid. Again, they shut down the Flyers 4 times. And even against the... again, I don't even remember them getting... There was no power play goals in that game against Columbus, was there? There wasn't. So, Penn's penalty kill has been pretty solid as of late. So, I'm totally fine with that, you know. I don't like being shorthanded, but if we have to be, it's fine. Power play, penalty kill is pretty solid. Oh, man. Let us see. But yeah, we are ready to rumble here. But if you guys are enjoying the coverage, man, drop a like, drop a sub. We hit 660 subs today. Can we go for 665? That's the next one. We're trying to hit 1,000 before the end of Stanley Cup Finals. Who knows, we might be able to hit 1,000 before Stanley Cup Finals. It'd be pretty cool if we get it before it starts. But either way, that's kind of how we sit right about now. Do we have any updates out of Colorado? Let's see. Nope. 16-17 to go in the second. Still 1-1. Okay. So we will see. Wait, what? And then OUNs. That's right. Admiral. Okay, I don't know. I thought I saw something, but let's see. We are back here in Seattle. And here we go. We're ready to rumble here. Penn's going to be shorthanded for 2 minutes. Far side draw for the Kraken in their offensive end. No! Back in behind, over to the top of the zone. Here comes the chance. Sun back and across, down low. Puck goes loose, taken by the Pens. Cleared out the other way. Here comes your chance. Rushing in, Decord, Decord, yep. I'm going to send it around that far side. Over to the near side, over to the center ice area. Moving it up. Now going to be taken there by number 7, Eberle. Into the neutral zone, taken back by the Pens. Here's a breakaway chance. He goes in. He shoots and scores! That's going to be Connor with the shorty goal. Let's go! Here I come to save the day. That's how you do it, woo-hoo! A nice little shorty. A nice little short-handy. Gotta love to see. Gotta love them short-handies, man. That is freaking amazing for this team. Hold on. Pow! 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 PTA on these Kraken. Let's go. Over to the near side corner, down low. Back in behind the net to the far side. That's over towards Rust. Able to clear it out. Oh, man. Go over to that corner, around that far side, going to be taken out by number 62, Montour. Moving it back now to the near side, going to be taking it is Jaden Schwartz, through center, passing up into the neutral zone. Off of Eli Tolvanen. And here we go. Back into the neutral zone, getting cleared out all the way, right to the net of Decord. Not going to play it very aggressively. Over to the far side, he sends it. Neighbors know when the Pens score. Oh, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. Here we go to the near side, into the offensive end, go the Kraken, down low with a chance. Top of the zone, Montour, sending it towards the net. Stu not going to let that one go. Over to the far side. Up at the top of the zone now, up to Montour again from the point. Montour across, back to Montour. Back over to the near side, down low, going to connect off of the stick of Tolvanen. Down low, shot going to go wide. Over to the top of the zone. Just send in from Montour, down low, and Stu able to freeze it. A little bit of extracurricular afterwards. Parker Wotherspoon getting into it a little bit there. Getting into it a little bit with Capo Caco, the guy with the best name in hockey, dare I say. Oh. Man. Great chances. Taco not able to punch it, and he had an open net. He just could not wrap it around tight enough. But Stu being Stu, man. Let's frickin' go, boys. Here we go. 20 seconds to go on the power play for the Kraken. 10:59 in the first. Far side circle draw in the Kraken offensive end. And here we go. Ready to rumble. Face off won by the Pens. Taken back now by Kulak. The far side. And getting cleared up. Back in behind the net now. Over to the near side. Moving it up now. The Kraken. That's going to be off of Matty Beniers to the near side into the offensive end. Eberle. Two bodies collide along the boards. Power play expires. And over to the far side. A down Penguin on a nice block attempt. Back in behind the net to the near side. Actually, that's a name. That's Ryan Graves. I think it is. Yeah, it's Ryan Graves. Number 27. He was sent down to the AHL. I guess he's now back in the NHL. Here we go. The cord. Leaves it behind the net there for Riker Evans. Achari was very slow to get off the ice. Limping a little bit. Hopefully he'll be all good. Puck goes back into the Pens offensive end. Behind the net to the far side. Novak trying to play press. Along the boards. Pass. Intercepted by the Penguins in the neutral zone. Off the stick of Gino. Going to pass it back. Passing it up again. Off the stick now of Chinikov. Wing to wing. Over to Gino. Into the offensive end. Novak. Back to Gino. Top of the zone. Over to Kulak now. Kulak. Lacker now. Sending it down. Over now to get into Tanger. And they clear themselves out of the zone. Here come the Kraken. 3-on-3 into the offensive end. Passing across. Not able to connect. And the Pens have a chance to turn it around the other way. Tommy Novak into the zone. Trying to pass back, losing control, and the Kraken taking it back up the other way. And it goes into the crowd. We got a stoppage. What I gotta see, is Ryan Graves back in? Let me see. Let me take a look real quick. Because we just saw number 27, and that's Ryan Graves. Yeah, Ryan Graves paired up with Clifton. Shea with Wotherspoon. So Jack St. Ivan he sent down as well. Wow. So yeah, Jack St. Ivan going down, pushes Shea up. Moves Clifton with Graves. I don't mind that. I don't mind that move at all. Actually, I kind of like it. I actually kind of like it for the Penguins. Go ahead and get a little reloady on this. Okay. Go ahead now. I think I'm actually going to sit down a little bit. I've been standing for a lot. I think we're going to sit for a little. And lower a couple things here. Jason, how many shots on goal do teams usually have a period? I'd say generally about 10 shots on goal a period is your good average. Generally, teams end up around 30 shots on goal a game, give or take. 20s to 30s. That's going to be good enough. I did not minimize this before I did that. Yep, there we go. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would say about 10 shots on goal period is a pretty good rough estimate. 27-19 shots is not typical. No. Not after the first period. But again, when you're doing sims, numbers get out of hand quick. So, interviewing Mike Southers, the assistant coach of the Penguins. Here we go, center ice draw. Ready to rumble. So, back in behind the net, the Pens with the puck. Over to the near side, moving it up off of Crosby's stick. Into the neutral zone, taken back by the Kraken over to the near side. Down low along the boards, into the offensive end, off of Winterton's stick, over to the far side, tied up for that puck. And that's going to be set up now. Crosby over to Raquel. Into the offensive end, trying to hit Crosby. Puck tied up, back in behind the net. Over to that far side. Puck goes loose. Russ. Top of the zone, over to Shea. Shea back down low again. Back over to the near side. Off the stick of, that's going to be Wotherspoon. Sending it down low, trying to connect, but can't connect. And puck going to be loose over to the near side. Taken to the neutral zone by the Kraken. and taken right back by Parker Wotherspoon. And we will see. Yeah, that is what you're going to get on simulation. So here we go. Neutral zone into the offensive end, and we got an offside on the Penguins. Okay. Let's see. Take a look at Carlson. Carlson's been out there on the no contact sweater. But it's good to see he's in the no contact sweater. And he is with the team on the trip. So, yeah, people are just going to have to deal with it, man. That's just how it is. So here we go. Working with that puck near side. Penn's in the neutral zone. Going to pass it across. Down into the offensive end. Giving chase is going to be Kindle. Not able to connect over to the near side. Going to be moved up off of the stick here of Shane Wright. Through the neutral zone they go. And going to be back into the defensive end. Taken by Montour to the far side. Up through center to the offensive end. Taken back by the Pens into the offensive end. They're going to go. Kindle. Cross ice to Mantha. Back up top. A chance by Graves. Shot going to go wide. Top of the zone. Not able to maintain it. Giving chase is Connor Clifton. Going to have to hit Ryan Graves on the near side. He does. Ryan Graves going to pass up along the boards. Into the offensive end it goes. A race for that puck is ensuing. Behind the net. Getting to it is going to be Riker Evans for the Kraken. In along. Taken in the neutral zone by the Penguins, though. That's going to be over to Kulak. Lacker able to send it across over to Tanger. Tanger looking for Lacker over to the near side. Along the boards, Dewar. Sending it up the boards again. Trying to hit Achari. Over to Lazat. Still tied up along the boards at the blue line. Goes into the offensive end. A chase down low. Getting there is Riker Evans, but so is Achari. Along the boards. Dewar getting involved as well. And that puck going to come away with Riker Evans. Stick to the far side. Up through the neutral zone go the Kraken. Flipping it into the offensive end behind the net of Stu. Over to the far side. Going to play it. Another tie up for that puck. Over to Lazat after it lands from the air. And Eberle going to get behind it. Over to the far side. Tied up again for that puck. Kulak getting in there. And puck going to be taken out by Capo Caco. But now the Pen's able to move it back out. Oh, you're good. You're good, Helly. Good, Helly. We're welcoming of all fans here. Even Filthy Capitals fans. They're welcome here, man. Always appreciate it. Cover all teams, man. I may be a Pens fan, but that doesn't mean I like you any more or less. You know? So here we go to the near side. Taking back a chance in the offensive end. Shot going to be saved by Stu. Goudreau had the shot, and Stu with an incredible save. All right. Go ahead and make sure we are all good over here. Shrink the time just a little bit. There we go. That looks better. So here we go. Ready to roll. 31 to go in the first period. Ready to roll. Far side draw in the Kraken offensive end. Here we frickin' go. I believe that's going to be Goudreau against Crosby. Actually, it was Ben Myers, but over to the near side, the Kraken get it. In front, back in behind the net to the far side, they take it. Along the boards is Winterton. Top of the zone, shot. Not going to make it to the net. Over to the far side. Ryan Shea trying to pump it out of the zone. The Pens do. Here comes Brian Rust. Over to Raquel. Raquel down in the zone. Not able to maintain it. Rust gets it behind the net. Passing up in front to the near side. Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon trying to send it down low. Loose puck going to be maintained along the boards. Back in down low from Crosby. Over to Raquel. Over to Rust. Rust wrapping around the far side. And a big, big aggressive thing. Huge shout out, Hallie. Huge shout out. You're freaking awesome. You're freaking awesome. Back in behind the net. Towards the top of the zone. Not going to go. Big check delivered against, that going to be against Raquel. To the near side. And the Kraken are going to move it out. Oh, no. 4-on-2 into the offensive end. Passing across. Down low. A chance by Montour. Going to be denied. Nice defense by Parker Wotherspoon. Over to the near side. Here comes Brian Rust. Up through center into the offensive end. He dumped it. A chance over on that far side. Taken back by the Kraken. Up through center into the offensive end. They're going to dump it to the near side. Ryan Graves trying to get there. Towards the top of the zone. Taken back in by the stick of Shane Wright. Around the near side. Moving it up. A chance and frozen by Stu. Let's go, Stu! with 5:11 to go here in the first period. All right. Yeah, we are rolling our way here through this period of action. And then again, after this game, I did say it before, but I'll say it again. After this game, we'll be rolling right on into coverage of the National Championship. I already have that stream ready. It just needs to go live. We'll be going live on that in a little bit. I'm a European fan from Finland. Nice. Pretty cool. Really cool, man. But we shall see here. Uh-oh, Ryan's in the chat. The chat's being taken over by Seattle fans. Uh-oh. But who's got the 2-goal lead? Oh, don't worry. The Pens have a tendency of blowing things. They could blow this. A 2-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey. Oh, man. Let's take a look on X. Do we have any other news? Oh. Oh, my gosh. Bro, what? Somebody said Sean McVay looks like a white Cash Patel. And now I can't unsee it. No! Why have you done this to me? Charbonnet out for the rest of the playoffs. That's how the Rams are going to take advantage of it. And the white Cash Patel will outcoach the Seahawks. Oh, I can't unsee it now. Out of my gun. It's true. It's true. Oh my gosh. Taking a look at the Penguins at Connor Dewar. Let's see. What matchup do you want to see in the Super Bowl? Onion, I would love to see Rams Patriots V3. Every time the Patriots seem to have a new dynasty or a big change, the Rams are always there for it in the Super Bowl with them. So, over to the near side. Moving around back in behind the net. And trying to move it out along the near side boards. But I'd love to see Rams Pat. That'll be a very fun Super Bowl. Both teams have strong defenses. Offenses can do things. And along the near side, shot! Not going to go by the Kraken. That shot by Eberle. How do y'all feel about having Skinner, though? Been hearing so many opinions. The thing is, people thought that because Stuart Skinner came in and had a rough transition period, he was sucked. But I like Stu. I love Stu. And now that the team is actually playing defense in front of him, he's actually playing like a good goalie. When you don't play defense in front of a goalie, the goalie sucks. Wow. Shocker. They're actually playing defense, which is why Stuart Skinner's been playing a lot better. When you're not faced against, 15 high-danger chances a game, it's amazing what happens. That's been the problem, is that they didn't play defense when they first got Stu. Uh-oh. Back in behind the net. There goes Mantha to the near side. Top of the zone. Not going to go. Figured out. You going shoveling? I told you I could do it tomorrow morning. I'm going to get it done tonight. Back in behind the net. It's Stu. Over to the near side. Around the boards. That's getting to the top of the zone. A chance. A shot. He scores. That is a way to do it there. That goal going to be scored by number 59, Ben Myers. We'll go ahead and give y'all the horn you guys respect. You guys deserve. You got the goal. There's your low drone. Oh my gosh. I gotta quote repost this though. Why is this so accurate? Yeah, that's the problem. That the Pens fans never gave Stu a chance at the start, so now he's actually coming along. So we'll see. They're saying they're a crackhead. All right, so faceoff going to be won by the Kraken. 3:44 to go in the period to the far side. Moving it up is Ben Myers now. Dumping it into the offensive end. Behind the net of Stu to the near side. Kulak trying to move that puck up along the near side boards. Going to move up off Raquel. Raquel cross ice. Trying to hit Tanger. Tanger going to send it into the corner down low to the near side. Puck going to be taken back by Russ. Down low over to Crosby. In front of the net. Chance. Not able to get a score on that. Beautiful chance. Going up the other way. Here comes your chance. Gaudreau over to the near side. Back down low into the corner. Tanger trying to move it away. And along the top of the zone, a chance, a shot denied. To the far side, that shot by Alexiak. Behind the net, over to the near side, moving it along the boards. Top of the zone, not able to connect. And down low goes Crosby to the near side. Picking up now is Tanger. Tang. And into the offensive end they go. To the far side, going to be taken back by the Riker Evans. Into the offensive end, chasing down Ryan Shea. Going to get that puck behind the net. Trying to hit Wotherspoon, loose on a wraparound chance. Not going to go. Nice job by Stu to keep the door closed. Over to the near side. That's going to be off a doer to the near side. Now it's Shari. Up through center. Or Lazat, my bad. I know that was Lazat, but I said it's Shari. Into the offensive end. Going to go back in behind the net. And over to the area. Looking for somewhere to go behind the net for the Kraken is going to be number 51, Riker Evans. And here we go. Your side, move it up towards that offensive end, chasing down low. Getting in there is going to be Catton. And moving it around towards the top of the zone, here comes a Chari. Up through center for the Penguins, into the offensive end, he dumps it. Giving chase behind the cord. To the near side, hitting Montour. Montour back to the far side again. And going to move it up through center. Puck goes loose. And going to be taken back into the offensive zone by Jordan Eberle. Trying to move it around along the far side. Eberle down low, looking for some help. Be taken away by Graves. Or, sorry, that's Malkin, my bad. On the near side. Try to move it up. And into the neutral zone they go. You're making your boyfriend sleep on the couch if the Pens win. Oh, my gosh. Free the Pens, fans. Hashtag free the Pens. Up at the top, or up in the neutral zone. The Pens working it back into the defensive end. Ryan Graves, wing to wing. 70 seconds to go in the period. Into the offensive end. Chinakov to Malkin. Malkin down low. Shot. Gonna be denied by Jacord. Along the far side. And up at the top of the zone. That's Kulak sending it down in. And going to be loose along the far side boards. Taken back by the Kraken. The Pens, though, with a chance. Never mind. Trying to take it away was Gino. Not able to do any work with it. But back into the corner. No icing. Wing-to-wing pass behind the net from Mantha now. Center back up by the Kraken. 40 seconds to go in this first period. Over to the near side. Moving it up to the offensive end. Chasing down low. Hanger behind the net. Trying to get it over to the near side. Over to the far. Can he connect? That's going to be Kindle back in behind a Tanger. 25 seconds to go in the period. Over to Mantha. Icing the boyfriend. Oh my gosh. Moving it up from Tanger. Over to the near side. Through center, here comes Kindle. Into the offensive end, chasing towards the net. Can't quite control it. And going to be Adam Larson battling for that puck. 8 seconds to go in the period. The Kraken just want to keep this puck tied up for the last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that is how this first period is going to come to a close with a score. The Pittsburgh Penguins 2. The Seattle Kraken 1. 7 shots on goal for the Penguins, 6 for the Kraken. And that is how we enter the first intermission. All right. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, though, don't forget to drop a like and sub, man. We are on the road to 1,000 subs. Next minor goal on that road is 665. It'd be pretty sweet if we could manage to hit that one pretty quick. But, yeah, we shall see. Ugh. Man. Yeah, we shall see. Again, end of one. The Penguins playing some really good hockey early on. Then Seattle finally getting the job done, starting to get things moving, and got this game competitive. That third goal was very important. If the Kraken did not get the third goal in the game, the Pens could have ran away with that one, this one easily. So that third goal for the Kraken makes this a game. That makes this a big, big game. Otherwise, the Pens probably run away with this one. So shall see. We shall see. Look at next, see if we have any other news. Okay. Shall see. That is how we are chilling here. Again, at the end of one, the Penguins playing some pretty good hockey early on. Let's take a look at our summary here. Huh. Let us see. Wait, what? How's it going, tromboner? Bro, what? Somebody had a job interview, right? And they responded saying, hi, so-and-so. We appreciate you taking time to interview with us, but unfortunately, you'll be for other candidates. For future reference, asking questions about the salary, responsibilities, and work culture are not things we like to discuss during the interview process. Thank you for your time, and we wish you the best of luck. So you can't talk about the responsibilities. You can't talk about the work culture. Salary, obviously, you don't talk about that. But, like, don't ask about the job. They basically said don't ask about the job. Oh, my gosh. I just bit this lozenge. Oh, my gosh. We shall see. Go ahead and take a look on X. We have some time. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That I use these halls, these lozenges. These get me through streams. They help soothe the throat and soothe the voice. And as I was talking, I accidentally bit into one and it like cracked in my mouth. Sound great. Okay. Well, we shall see. Do you have any other updates from Colorado? Let's see. I'll be lagging for this game. I am too. I like Mendoza, man. I love Mendoza. I really love Mendoza, man. I want to see Mendoza go. So, let's take a look here. Avs getting a goal up 2-1 over the Capitals. So I can get a little reload on the fantasy hockey match. Oh, man. Not too bad, not too bad. 0.6 points for Sebastian Aho. Are you? And alright. Nope. I've been thinking about something. Off topic, Space Nerds. Supposed to be able to see Aurora. Yes, I did see that. I did see that. The Aurora is going to be visible, actually, in theory, from my house. So, Jeff Haley is the Dolphins' new head coach. What? That happened? That's not official, is it? Oh, yeah. Broke through 41 minutes ago. Wow. Yeah, I knew there was no Packers DC, but I didn't know he actually got hired. That just broke. Let's see, Aurora. Okay. Man, it's crazy. That is crazy, man. Some of the Auroras being seen today. Man. The problem is cloud pollution. Ah, shoot. That sucks. What'd you do if you're the Dolphins? I'm the Dolphins. I see anyone wants to take Tua for like a mid-round pick, like a third or a fourth. I consider a rebuild. I consider a full-on rebuild if I'm the Dolphins. Dead. What? Stop. Touching up. Yeah. All right. Gonna join me for the Pens game a little bit? No, that's fine. I'm just trying to get an idea. Oh, here too. It's cloudy. It's not really cloudy now, but it's gonna be cloudy like tonight. So, yeah, we're looking at a pretty cloudy night. So, rather unfortunate, but okay. I got memories from Pizza Hut on my phone. My phone just started saying, "Oh, memory, Pizza Hut." Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Let's see. How's your blood pressure off the Rams game? Oh my gosh, it was a crazy game, bro. It was a crazy game. Shane Tuttle, a great parody guy. Notre Dame says they will claim a share of the 2026 national championship pending a Miami win tonight. It'll be their 12th title in program history and their first since 1988. And yeah, they better not hire McCarthy. Better not hire McCarthy. Oh. I'd like to see them go with either an offensive guy or if you're going to go defense, go with Flores. I don't know that Shula's going to be great. Everyone's high on Shula. I don't know how great he's going to be. McVay's prodigies have not done that well. They've got the job, but they haven't, you know what I mean? They haven't done an incredible job. I like Stefanski pick for the Falcons. Also, what should the Bills hire? That's a toughie. That is an interesting decision for the Bills. There is so much that they can do there. I don't know. Let's see again. The Pens first period by the numbers. 12 shot attempts for the Pens, 13 for the Kraken, 7 shots to 6 for the Penguins. Both teams power play. 3 blocks for the Pens, 1 for the Kraken, 10 hits for Seattle. They're playing incredibly fit today. To 4, and the Penguins won 10 faceoffs to only 5 for the Kraken. Okay. Oh, let's see. Again, taking a look here. Oh, wow. Italy is going to use just European talent for their team. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, man. We shall see. I'll see. Oh my gosh. Bro, what? I just realized this. Both conference championships feature a Mike versus Sean. Mike Vrabel versus Sean Payton. Mike McDonald versus Sean McVay. And too much duct tape and finally collapsed. Exactly. Huh. Shall see. Man, the Titans are getting royally screwed. That's crazy. The Giants hired Harbaugh before his next visit with the Titans. Falcons hired Stefanski before his next visit with the Titans. The Dolphins hired Haley before his next visit with the Titans. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Let us see. Let's take a look as we have some time on X. Okay. What? Hold on. According to JPA. Oh, no. I don't think that's right. I don't think that. Yeah. I don't know about that. I called it at the beginning of the playoffs. I said whoever wins the Rams-Seahawks game will go to the Super Bowl. That is true. That is true. We're getting ready here for the second period here in Seattle between the Penguins and the Kraken. Ugh. Let's see. Let's have some more soda. Mini soda. Oh, man. But we shall see what we got in store for the second period on this one. I'm expecting this one to be a fun game. Again, we had a really good first period between these two teams. It's only going to get better. What I need to see out of the Penguins is I need to see them generate gained opportunities. I mean, the Packers did not see us making a Super Bowl run. Yeah. That is kind of true, though. Kraken, they need to get themselves somewhat going. They got to be able to maintain the energy they had at the end of the first half or first period and roll it into the second. That's how the Kraken win the second period. So we will see. We will see. Taking a look. I have no clue. I don't believe it. I think the Raiders might be considering a trade for Lamar Jackson. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I'm more sad about the Bears. So close. The Rams were the rightful team. Oh my gosh. We shall see. Shall see. Again, taking a look at the Penguins' upcoming schedule, they got Stu's return to Edmonton. See if Stu's playing Edmonton. There's a good chance because they're playing back-to-back days. Trout Day in Houston, I don't know about that. I think yesterday killed his career in Houston. I really think it did. I mean, that's just the way it is. I think it really did. What would a trade compensation look like for Lamar to the Ravens? That's what I'm curious. Okay. We are back. Ready to roll. Or Lamar to the Raiders. I said Lamar to the Raiders, didn't I? Did I say to the Raiders or did I say Ravens? It's been a long day, bro. It's been a long day. Oh, man. Russia getting a big snowfall. Oh, my gosh. The snow in Russia. Oh, I did say Ravens? Okay, yeah, Raiders. Oh, we'll see. But I am so glad that Harbaugh went and made his decision already. I am so glad Harbaugh made that decision because otherwise Harbaugh would have gone to the Bills. It would have been Harbaugh to the Bills had he have waited. I am so glad he didn't wait. But we are back and ready to go. Lowest goals against since December 27th. The Pens at 2.09. The top in the league. Oh, here we go. Ready to roll. Look at the Kraken here. Guys might be really good next year. That is true, but I still think Harbaugh would have gone to the Bills if he knew that job was available. Most points at 1,400 career games in NHL history. Crosby at 1,740. Wayne was at 2,772, so way behind Wayne. But ahead of names like Steve Yzerman, Mark Messier, Jaromir Jagr. That's crazy. That is crazy. Here we go. Talking with his assistant coaches. Here we go. Ready for some second period action in Seattle. How are we sounding? We still sounding? Okay, I think we're still sounding good. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. That's fine. So, start of the second period, center ice draw. Starting with the Crosby line again. Up against the second line of the Kraken, the Tolvanen line. It's off one by the Pens into the offensive end, trying to get some speed, sending it back into the corner down low. Far side, Raquel. Rust over to Crosby. Crosby around the near side, up along the boards. And going to be taken away by the Kraken, going up through center. And into the offensive end, that's going to be Capo Caco giving chase into the corner on the near side. The Pens trying to clear the end. Tied up, Tolvanen able to keep it in, but Russ gets possession and taking it out the other way. Flipping it up through center. And here comes your chance of the Pens. Crosby over to Russ. Or Raquel, my bad. Raquel over to Crosby, not able to connect along the near side boards. Moving that puck up and to the top of the zone, clearing the zone by the Kraken. And it's going to be taken back by Kulak, going wing to wing in the defensive end. Long now, you got Tanger to the near side. Over to Kulak. Kulak moving it up into the offensive end on a pass. From the near side in front, Chance not able to connect on that shot attempt. That would have been a beauty there by Chinikov. Down low at Chance, shot by Eberle, going to be denied. Over to the near side. Going to be sent around by Matty Beniers. Top of the zone, down low again. Backing around that corner behind the net to the near side. Along the boards, down low again. Top of the zone, Matty Beniers not able to maintain the possession. Going to Montour, top of the zone, back around that far side. Down low towards Matty Beniers. And tied up behind the net, Capo Caco getting involved. Over to the near side. Back over to the far. Beniers trying to pass it up. Going to be taken back by Ryan Graves. Sorry, Burger Wotherspoon, my bad. On the near side, moving it up through center, off the stick of Novak, passing across, into the offensive end they go. There goes Shea. Trying to pass it across, not able to maintain it. Over to the near side, Matty Beniers with the puck. Get out of the zone and clear it out. No icing. So Stu, not going to freeze it, going to get it over to Clifton. Far side, back across to the near, into the offensive end of Brazeau with the puck. Down low, backing around the net to the far side. It up towards the round on a wraparound chance on the near side. Mantha trying to punch it in. And no goal. Nice save there by Decord. Wow. What a save. Wow. And they just kept pummeling that puck, just not able to punch it through. Although I think the Pens need to make a change. I think that defensive pair should be Kulak and Graves. So you can have Kulak, Graves, Crosby, Raquel, and Rust out there. And call that the Lucky 5 quintuple. Or Lucky 7 quintuple. You'd have 67, 87, 17, 27, 77. I know it's not smart, but all that sevens. Far side, moving it around, sending it back in behind the net. Kraken operating out of the offensive end. Tied up for that puck along the boards, moving it to the top of the zone. Down low again. Clifton trying to get to that puck, taken back by the Kraken. Trying to pass it in front of the net. Not going to go by Stu on that one. The far side, getting ready to move it up if they can out of the zone. The Kraken maintaining it, sending it back down low again. Tied along boards. And still tied up, getting in there is going to be Ben Myers down low. Around the near side. And around from the far now. The Pen trying to still get that puck out of the zone. Now going to get cleared up to center. Here come the Pens going the other way. Here comes your chance. Kendall getting checked all the way down as he makes that shot. And going to be taken out the other way by Catton. Catton over across to that far side. Into the offensive end from McCann. Not able to connect. Over to the near side through center. Moving it into the offensive end, but it's going to be Penguins icing. Okay. We shall see. Yeah, we shall see here. Crosby. Here we go. Achari going to take the draw here. Going to lose it to the Kraken, to Stevenson. Around the near side. The Pen trying to clear the zone if they can. Along the board, trying to tie it up, but going to free it up. And clearing it to the center ice area, but taken back by Gaudreau. Taken back by the Pens Lazat. Moving it around, passing across. Not able to connect. Going to be poked up. And poked back down. Still in the zone. A chance, a shot. Not going to go. What a chance for Brazeau. Or for Lazat. Could not punch it in. Over to the far side, tied up along those boards. Achari and Lazat in there trying to free that puck up. Still tied up in that corner, going loose to the top of the zone. And around to the near side again. Moving it out, going to be off the stick. Done. Into the offensive end he goes. A chance, not able to find a shooting lane. Now over to the near side, trying to hit Stevenson. But the puck gets cleared back out into the neutral zone. Over to the side, back into the end for the Kraken. Working with it, going to be, I believe, it's Ben Meyer. Nope, it's going to be Ryan Lindgren with the puck. Wing over to Montour. Far side, trying to move it up. You're saying we need 6 7s on... Oh, no. No. Stu's in net that day. Stu is in net that day because he's 74. You're not ending in 7. I guess both goalies have a 7 in their number. You know what? We're going to call up Sergei Murashov for that night. We're going to let Murashov play that night. That way it's number 1. You have 5 7s and a 1. So here we go into the offensive end. 3 on 4 into the zone. Not able to make a clean pass. Taken back out by the Kraken to the near side. Moving it up through center to the offensive end. Chance. Not able to connect. There goes Raquel. Back in behind the net to the near side. Around to the far side. Up by Rust. And into the defensive end of the Kraken. Taken by Seattle. And they're going to clear it out. Capo Caco, wing to wing, moving it up. Here's from Winterton, over to Winterton again. Back down low, the Pens taking it away. Chinikov, back in behind the net to the near side. Tommy Novak able to put that puck up through the zone. Trying to hit Malkin into the offensive end, giving a race forward in the corner. Tied up for that puck. They go loose and going to be frozen by Decord. As Malkin ends up on the net. Okay, I think I'm going to make one slight change. I know that like every streamer making changes. But I want to move the mic. I am burning my voice right now. So here we go. Draw here on that near side circle in the Penguins' offensive end. That puck over to the far side. The Kraken moving it out. And into the offensive end, going to be icing on the Kraken. No icing, never mind. Tied up. In the area down low. Into the offensive end, but the Kraken taking it away in their offensive end, and the Pens able to clear it out of the zone. Kraken have to play from the neutral zone. Okay. Got a whistle. Up my toe. There we go. That way I can move the mic a little bit closer, speak a little bit quieter, a little bit less hit on the vocal cords. You know. That's kind of the goal. The goal is to minimize the wear and tear on the voice, the sore throat, and I'm not doing myself any favors by calling 2 hockey games today. Probably about the worst thing I could have chose to do, but I'm doing it anyway. Go ahead and grab another table real quick. Wake up in 7 hours. It's 1 a.m. in Finland. Houses. Hopefully you get enough sleep for your job, man. Hopefully you do. Grab a table real quick. There we go. Okay. Yeah, probably calling 2 hockey games though, not the smartest call in my mind, but I do what I must. I do what I must. That is why we had to move the mic so I can do this. That way I can be a little bit quieter, but still have the mic pick me up. That way I'm not going to drain as much on the vocal cords. They are hurting right now. They have been hurting. And I am still streaming because I don't know how to stop myself. That is my biggest weakness. I do not know how to stop myself from doing what I love. Okay. Here we go. Pens win the new draw over to the near side. Move up is Ryan Shea. The offensive, he's going to send it. Back into the, around the near side, sending it to the side, top again. Near side to Shea. Shot. Going to wide after being out. Far side shot again. Going to miss the net. Brazeau. Behind the net over to the far side, trying to hit Mantha. Not back. Matty Beniers right there. The puck now to the near side. A chance. Shot by Kindle. Not going to go. And over to the near side. They move it up. Off of the stick now into the neutral zone. Back by Mantha. Wing to wing pass. Up through center to the near side. Into the offensive end. They're going to go. That's Shea. Looking for some help. Not going to get a whole lot. Passing down low. A chance. A shot from the. Not going to go. And here come the Kraken. Back in behind their own net to the near side. Moving it up along the boards. And up through center to the offensive end. The Pen trying to take it away. Nice little save after a deflection. Now going to move it out the other way. Up on into the offensive end. Here comes Crosby. Not going to get a whole lot of help, but he passes back up to the top of the zone anyway. Back in across in front. Back by the Kraken. Far side. Up into that offensive end. Chasing down low. Shot not going to go. Back in behind the net to the near side. Get up along the boards. The offensive end. They're going to send it. Back in behind the net to the far side. Over to the near Crosby. Passing in front. Not able to maintain possession. Over to Clifton. Clifton. Shot down low. Not going to go. Side. You can cover the Central Toilet Bowl later today. Hawksburg's Jets bowls are always fun. I would have, but I'm going to be covering the national championship. I've covered the national championship for... I don't know, I'm Blake Lizotte. I've covered the national championship for every year I have done it, ever since the Georgia. So I'm going to be covering the national championship right after this game. Otherwise, I would have covered that game because it's the return of, wasn't it Tavares or whoever's returning? I don't remember who it is offhand, but one of the Winnipeg players is returning to Chicago. Okay. Go. Kraken in the offensive end, top of the zone, working with it now, going to be Montour. Down along the far side board. Dan's not able to connect, but still along the far side, top of the zone. Asagaros down low again. Shot from the corner, not going to go again. Another save by Stu. A nice save at that. Boys Gate. Gonna mess with the filter here. As much power behind my. I am hurting. That better? Nope. That better? That better? I think we're a little bit better here. Against far side. Tied up for that puck. Picking it up. Up into the near far side. Still moving up the other way. Here comes a chance of Kari dumping. The offensive end he goes. Back in behind the net. Leave. Kraken with that puck. Near side, passing across again with a chance. On that far side, backing across to the near side, connecting into the offensive end. And the puck is going to get right back out by the Penguins. Here comes a race for that puck again. Side. Far, they're going to pass it again. The Kraken with possession out of the defensive end to their offensive end. No. Round on that far side, the Pens clearing it out for now. Getting to the end. Ryan Shea going to have possession. The Pens going to try and generate a little bit of a possession here. Kindle looking for some help. Back into the new zone, passing back. Back to Clifton. Going back and then get it out eventually, but along the near side boards at center ice, taken back by the Kraken. Passing back into the 10-30. Power play up on into the offensive end. They are going to go around the near side. Up on into the offensive end of the Pens. We're going to be by Ump and Chase. Near side going to be Stevenson. In offensive end he goes, looking for help. Hands passing in front. Shot. Not going to go. Wide on a rebound. Wide open net. And Stu able to direct it. Top of the zone done. Shot. And going to be a nice save by Stu with 9 to go on power play. What if I do that? I think that's a little bit better. And then we can just increase the gain. You see. Actually, I can just increase it. I can just increase it. There we go. Here we go. Way too loud. Way too loud. Okay. Over to the far side. That puck gonna get cleared out by the Penguins, and that is go. There we go. That's better, maybe. On the net to cord to the near side. Moving up, trying to clear it out. Not able to do a whole lot. Into the offensive end. Power play expires. Up on into the far side, along now behind the net towards the near side. Over to the far side again, go Kraken. Up through center into the offensive end of the near side. Not able to connect. Back by Tanger for now. A bit of a tie for that puck. Puck goes taken on the far side. Malkin over through center. Passing back to Malkin. Malkin up to Kulak. Kulak shot. Not going to go. Over to the near side. Up to the top of the zone. Tanger. Over to Malkin, down low, not able to connect, and going to get cleared out the other way. Moving it is Sports, moving it up. The offensive end, get deflected side, big collision towards, and going to get moved up to the top of the zone, where the Kraken are going to pass it back on it. Down low, shot going to get deflected over to the far side. Around that far side area, Kulak out. Can he? To the far side again. Going to be sent right back in by the Kraken. Side Tanger get a strike on it, but not able to do a lot. Back in behind the net they go. We're on that far side, backing around to the near. The Pens trying to clear it out, but not able to. Kept in at the top of the zone for Lindgren. Passing across. Down low shot, not going to go. Over to the near side. Top of the zone, Stevenson. Down low pass again. Back up to Stevenson. Cross ice over to Lindgren. And down to the near side. Kulak and Tanger on minute 45 shifts. Gonna need out if you can. Chance passing across. Not able to connect. And the Pens finally try and punch it. And they force the clear. Here comes your chance. 2-on-1 into the offensive end. A chance for Chinakov's shot. Not going to go. Loose in front. Having a chance. Not able to punch it in either. That puck going to be moved by the Kraken. But finally getting those defensemen off. Now you got Wotherspoon and Shea out there. Back in behind the net. Over towards the near side. Back across to the far goes Parker Wotherspoon. Up through center. And that's going to be off of Rust. And cleared it in the offensive end. Not going to go much anywhere. But the Pens back in center ice. Side into the offensive end. L shot going to go wide. Back in behind the net. Rust sending it back in behind the net again. L towards Crosby. Crosby to the near side. Top of the zone. Shea. Shea down to Crosby. Crosby down low. Far side, moving it around the boards again towards that far side corner. Raquel tied up for that puck with Matty Benier. Crosby joining the party. I believe Montour. That puck going to get guard loose to the top of the zone, taken out by Capo Caco. Wotherspoon flipping it back, and here comes your foot race. Still going to play that puck and poke away. And able to try and move it out. Still tied up right in front of the net. That's a dangerous area with that spot, and Stu dump on that puck. Oh my word. That is a way to do it. You know what? I think I know what I'm going to do. I think we're going to use these. This is not consistent. Let's see. How we doing? How are we doing on the lavalier? Are we good? We just use the lavalier up here, and hopefully that'll work. Okay. Go ahead and mute mic. This should be good. We're going to put the mic back up, out of the way. Okay. Up. There you go. That's good. Using this bad boy for now. And hopefully that'll work out for the rest of this game. I know it's not going to sound as great, but it's going to give us what we need. In fact, you know what? I'm going to clip it right here, I think. I think that's going to be the play. Right over here. There we go. Trying to make sure that we are all good. Go ahead and cue. So here we go. 2-1. Pens lead the Kraken. Okay, look, we gotta do this. There we go. That's better. So we'll see what we've got in store here. Making a little bit of a change in a couple of things. Okay. So here we go. 7:04 to go in the second period. Ready to roll over to the near side draw. Back into behind the net. The Pens out of the defensive end, trying to move it up. Along the far side, clearing it out. No icing. Going to be taken back by the Kraken. Over to the near side they go. With a chase into the offensive end. Back in behind the net is Stu. Taken by Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon with that puck over to the near side. Moving it up. Taken back by the Kraken in the neutral zone. Over to the offensive end. They go down low with a chance. Taken back by the Pens. Over to the near side. Through center. Into the offensive end. Going to take it is Pantha across. Up at the top of the zone to Clifton. Or to Shea. Shea with a shot. Not going to go. Goes off a couple bodies. Now it's going to be Ben Kindle. Up to the top of the zone to Pantha. Pantha back down to Kindle. Not able to connect. Taken out there by Alexiak. Over to the far side, into the offensive end they go with a chance. Battling for that puck into the corner. Along the far side boards, top of the zone, maintained by the Kraken. Over to the near side, a chance. Passing across in front, shot, still loose, and there's the goal. That goal going to be scored by number 55, Ryan Lindgren, if I'm not mistaken. The Pens looking at that for maybe goalie interference. They might challenge it. Dan Muse and Nick Bonino looking over to see if it was a potential goalie interference. Let's see it. Trying to look at the replay, see if it is goalie interference. And I don't really see anything there. Man. Yeah, there's nothing there. There is nothing there. That's going to stand as a goal, 2-2. 6:02 to go in the second period. Ready to roll over to the far side, into the corners. Stu going to play it to that far board. Trying to move it up along, down to the near side to Achari. Up on into the offensive end. Going to send it to the near side. Getting out of the zone by the Kraken. Into the offensive end they go with a chance. Over to that far side, up through center. Towards the near side, going to try to connect into the offensive end and around the corner. That's going to be Chari towards the top of the zone. Back in down low, Lazat. Wrapping it around the near side. Over to Clifton. Clifton with a chance. Top of the zone. Over and across. Again, shot towards the net and going to be saved by Decord. Lazat getting tied up a little bit there with Ryan Lindgren in that play. Okay. Go ahead and hit a little reload here. Okay. Let us see. Oh, man. Okay. We are rolling here. Oh, man. We shall see. We will see. Again, just taking a look as we have some time here. Again, just taking a look as we have some time. We shall see. We're back here in Seattle. Ready to roll. Taking a look at the charity game. The Devils versus the Penguins. On February 26th at 7 p.m. right after the Olympic break. Okay. Oh, let's see. Moving it around. So here we go. Far side draw. Pens off into zone draw 1 over to the near side. And puck goes up into the netting. Never mind. Okay. We shall see. Hello. So here we go. Crosby. Offensive zone draw. And the Pens win the draw up at the top of the zone over to the near side. Shot, and he goes in. What a goal by the Penguins. It's going to be Brett Kulak getting his first goal as a Penguin. So for that, let's go ahead and replay that horn for Freddie Boy. A Kulaker. A beautiful goal for the Penguins to put them in the lead 3-2. That is how you freaking do it, boys. That is how you do it. Oh, man. Ugh. But we shall see. Over to the near side, back and across, out of the defensive end for the Kraken. And moving in towards the neutral zone, going the other way with it, the Penguins with a shot. Can they move it in? They do move it into the zone. Rust down low. Over to the far side, back in behind the net. Back to the far side they go, along the boards, moving out. Here comes Steve with the puck. And moving it up through into the offensive zone, down low, and chase that puck and a bit of a tie-up. Hanger in there as well. Over to the far side, taken back by the Penguins. Moving up through the neutral zone into the offensive end towards the near side, down low. Taking it away, a chance shot. Over to the near side, Chinikov going to go wide. Over to the top of the zone, Shea with that puck. Down low, behind, over to the near side. Novak shot, going to be gloved by Decord. A beautiful glove. A beautiful glove save. Okay. Let us see. So ready to roll. Two defensemen getting goals tonight for the Penguins. Here we go. 4:23 to go in the second. Ready to roll with it. Okay, shot, not going to go. Over to the far side, moving it up. And into the defensive end. The Pens take it back. Shea. It up into the neutral zone. Here comes your odd man rush towards that offensive end. With a race back in behind the net to the near side. Malkin passing up to the top of the zone. Not able to maintain the zone. Going to be flipped around. Over to the near side. Down low again. And over to that far side. The puck going to go again. Off the stick now of Ben Myers. Down low. A chance. A shot. Not able to go. To the far side. Top of the zone. Again around the near side again. Penn trying to move it out with Shea. Top of the zone. Clearing it out. And flipping it across into the offensive end. They go to the near side. Novak trying to find somewhere they can go. Up again to the top of the zone. Back over to Clifton from Wotherspoon. Down low. Top of the zone. Malkin across. And a shot. Not going to go. Over to the far side. Down low again. Wotherspoon behind. Or Kindle, my bad. Behind the net. Over to the near side. Top of the zone. That's going to be Ryan Graves. Back to Graves. Graves to Malkin. Shot. Going to go high. Over to the far side. We got a delayed penalty coming up on Seattle. The Penn's going to pull the goalie and have the extra attacker. Over to the near side. Here comes Malkin. Down. Back up to Malkin again. A chance in front. Shot. Nice save by Decord. Let's go ahead and see that penalty. That being said, I do think I might wrap up coverage at the end of 2. Just because I'm trying to rest the voice up a little bit. I am in a little bit of pain right now. I want to cover more. I really do, but we also got the national championship, and I always cover that. So we might wrap it up at the second intermission to give my voice about an hour of rest. Just giving you guys a fair heads up because right now I am in pain. I am in pain doing this. All right. We will see. Oh. 2:58 to go. Power play here for the Penguins. A big one at that. It's just my throat, man. My voice has been killing me since Wednesday. Top of the zone. Malkin across. Probably not a smart idea to keep calling games, but I still call games anyway because I can't stop myself. I love doing this too much. Down low, over to the near side. That's why we're using the lavalier mic right now, because I'm trying to kind of like minimize the amount I need to, extrude my voice. But a shot by Tanger. Shot going to go wide over to the near side. Malkin towards the top of the zone. Can he find some help? Not going to go to that far side. Back in behind the net. Over to Gaudreau. Going to clear it up and clearing it out all the way. 1:25 to go on the power play. 2 period. So now into the offensive end. That's going to be off of Rust. Towards the top of the zone to Raquel. Raquel across. Not able to connect with Tanger. Able to send it around the near side. Malkin. Down low. Back up to the top of the zone. I've been using hot tea. I've been using tea and honey. I have a mint tea that I use. A chance for Crosby on the wide open net after Rust was denied. Not able to convert. But I've been using hot tea, and it's just not really helping as much. Along the near side boards, I think I'm going to use some painkillers and see if that's going to help it. If it's laryngitis from vocal strain, then it might be a best case to use the painkillers. So we will see. How's it going, John? The Kraken going to clear it out. 30 seconds to go on the power play. 1:27 left. Second. That's Tanger across. Kendall moving it up towards the offensive end of the near side to Mantha. Mantha across, top of the zone. Kulak down to Mantha. Shot. Loose in front, and a nice chance by Brazeau denied. Kendall along the near side boards. Off of the stick of Mantha. And over to that far side, moving it out. 4 seconds to go on the power play. Going fire. No chance. Shot. Not going to go. 55 seconds to go in the period. Over to the far side they go. Towards the near side, and the offensive end still going to be taken back by the Kraken. How you doing, John? Up on into the offensive end they go. Back in behind. That's going to be Wotherspoon sending it around to try and clear it out of the defensive end. And into the zone is going to be Lazat, my bad. Into the Pens offensive end, where it's going to be taken back by Adam Larson. And taken now by Shea with that puck. Passing wing to the far side. And into the offensive end they'll go. And then with a shot, not able to connect. Along the far side boards, that's going to be connected by Eberle. The Wotherspoon takes it. Top of the zone, over to the near side, Shea. Hey, up and across. That's to Wotherspoon. And down low, trying to connect to Dewar. Passing in front again. Shot, not able to connect again. Backing around to the far side, and that will take us to the end of the second period with the score. The Pittsburgh Penguins 3. Seattle Kraken 2. 20 shots on goal for the Penguins, 14 for the Kraken. All right. But yeah, with that being said, though, we did hit the end of the second. And with the way that my voice is acting up right now, I am probably going to wrap up coverage here. I don't like calling games early, but I want to try and rest up my voice, take a little bit of painkillers. I really do need to be focusing on how much I'm covering because I am tired of being in pain. I want this throat pain to go away. We will be live for the national championship tonight for sure, though. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But I'm going to try and take some painkillers, see if that's going to help. I've used all the tricks, the hot tea. I've used cold medicine. Nothing's been working. So I'm going to try some painkillers, see if it helps. And we'll be back for the national championship in about 50 minutes or so. Go live around 7:30 for that. And how's it going, Simon? Maple Lot play tonight. I hope they're going to lose. Well, we'll see. We'll see what they play again tonight. Scores, the Leafs. I remember calling them Leafs. Yes, they play the Wild. That should be a loss, I would think. My top game of the day probably is that Leafs Wild out of the games that are left that haven't started. Just because of how that game is going. How that game should be. Okay, you don't sound normal. Don't sound bad, just not normal. Yeah, we're kind of low voice, lower energy because right now it's hurting. Hurting right up in here. So, that being said, I do apologize for wrapping it up early. I hate doing this. I really do. But I need to take care of my voice because if I overdo it, eventually I'm not going to be able to stream, period. So, man, Onion saying keeping it close. Exactly. The Pens doing a great job at keeping it close right now. And hopefully the Penguins can rock it out in the third period. Unfortunately, I will have to wrap up coverage, though, so that I can try and recover for the national championship. I know I have a college basketball game on slate tomorrow. That's probably not going to happen now, just so I can just take that time to rest. You know, after the national championship, don't have a stream until Wednesday. couple days to rest up. That's probably going to be my plan. But with that being said, if you guys did enjoy the coverage, drop a like, sub, always appreciate it. And we'll be live for some live coverage of the National Championship here at about 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So with that, we'll catch you guys next time. If you guys stick around, you guys will automatically be redirected to have that tab open in the background if you would like, so that whenever we go live, you are notified. And we will catch you guys next. Peace out and have a good one. See you, John.